It is the evening of September 29. It is 7:30 and pitch black out. And yesterday was incredibly windy, so I set up another station inside so that I could paint in the weather. This beam is beam number 3 of the process, and you can see the detail work is a little different. I've just finished the second coat of primer, and if you notice the champers that I have end, there's a pause that's about, let's see, 6 plus 6 plus 5.5, about, I don't know, what is that, 15.5, 16.5 inches, and then it resumes and goes on to the end. The reason for that is that this beam is going to be a cantilevered beam, and right in the center, this is upside down, right in the center there is going to be a post, and this post is going to hold, you know, this beam up so that it can get cantilevered. Anyway, so a little more difficult. The beams are getting a little bit bigger. I started with 5 12-footers, and I have 3 16-footers that I have not done anything with, and I've still got another 12. So these 3 are almost completed. This one is number 4. It's been rough sanded. It's waiting to get routed and patched and filled. This is one of the workstations. If you look up close, you can see the cracks that are pretty huge that need to get filled. It looks like no big deal, but I can tell you, in packing the filler in here, it's got to be packed in very tightly so that I started just a little bit. That's a 1-foot section that I had some old putty, some old wood filler. It gets dry really quickly. I wanted to get it spent so I could put in some new material. And let's take a look at the workshop. Gotta tell you, I'm loving the workshop right now. It gives me all sorts of place, all sorts of space to work when it gets dark. So I've got place to store beams, I've got place to work on beams, place to do sanding, and then of course inside to store beams as well as paint them. So that's it. What I didn't show, and doesn't look like I'll be able to, since it's pretty dark out here, let me zoom in on just a little bit. I framed a wall today, and I did it this afternoon. We can talk more about that tomorrow. I expect to do a lot more of that tomorrow.